I think we should have him speak to us. Mr. Adesina, could you please go ahead and respond?
Yes, thank you, Chamberlain. I hope the network cooperates now. The question you asked before the break was that, was there anything wrong in the advice of the Senate to Mr. President? And I said, no, there was nothing wrong, as advices do go. But the thing with advice is that when you have one, you assess it, you appraise it, you evaluate it, you then decide whether to take it wholesale, you decide whether to take part of it, or you decide whether to not take it at all. In our statement, you notice that we said the resolution of the Senate had been noted. That is telling the country, telling the Senate that the President could look at it. And looking at it will inform and condition the decision he will take, because the decision is his own. To use your word, it is call. So that advisory will inform and influence the decision he's going to take.
But yes, we hear you. But the thing is, this is now like a vote of no confidence, if I could use that word, on the activities of the service chiefs concerning what is going on with security. I mean, yes, it's Nigerian army. The country has no choice. We have to love Nigerian army. We have to support the Nigerian army. But this call too, they see it in that regard, saying, look, things are not working. It is time for a change. Yes, it's the president's call, but now they're asking, shouldn't the president now speak sooner rather than later to this matter? In fact, take action as soon as possible.
Well, starting from your assertion that is a vote of no confidence. If you listen to the spokesman of the Senate last night, Senator Ajibola, he said no, that it was not a vote of no confidence in the military or in the service chief. He was emphatic about that. It was not a vote of no confidence. Now, to the other part of your question, shouldn't the president do something? The president, as our statement also indicated yesterday, will do what is good for the country at any given time. And on this matter of service chiefs and the military and the insurgency, he will do what is right at the given time.
Well, I mean, there's a politician, so I don't know what other word, because this is English. If they are asking the service chiefs to step aside, where then lies the confidence? If they believe in their job, why should they be asking them to step aside? Don't you think it was just being political? Because they can't be playing politics with people's lives. People are dying as we speak, and so it calls for urgent attention.
Yes, it's English, but there is also parliamentary register. When they say vote of no confidence, it has its peculiar meaning. And the Senate spokesman already indicated last night that what they did didn't amount to vote of no confidence. Do we have challenges, security challenges in the country? We do have. And the statement of the presidency admitted that yesterday. We have multi-pronged security challenges. Are they being tackled? Yes, they are being tackled. So let nobody sit back and begin to kick and throw stones at the people at the very vanguard of tackling these challenges in a way to dispirit them. No, they are doing their best. The president himself said, yes, he wanted more from them. And if after some time the president, who is in a position to assess what they have done, now says, oh, your best is not good enough, then he does the next thing.
Well, there was another release, another press statement from the presidency, sometime last night, alluding to the killings in southern Kaduna. We read it earlier. I'm not sure you caught it. But the question I'd like to ask from that statement is where it says that in a situation in which one criminal group will kill a member of another criminal group out of ethnic and religious motivations, which in turn leads to the eruption of revenge and counter-revenge, thereby making the job of security personnel deployed to protect lives more difficult. This statement suggests that the presidency is aware that there are some bandits in action right there in southern Kaduna. If this is true, are the security agents aware of this? Can't they just pick up these bandits and put an end to the banditry?
Okay. In every society, there are deviants. There are deviants in every society. Even in the best countries of the world, you still have deviants. In the most peaceful part of the world, you still have deviants. That is why you have security forces in different countries, because they know that these deviants can rear their heads in one way or the other. In Kaduna, the situation is primordial, and it has lasted for decades. That statement last night that you referred to also asked the people to cooperate so that there could be peace in that part of the country. Unless the people themselves also cooperated, things will be difficult, because it's not every time you legislate or enforce peace. Even the stakeholders themselves must be willing to have peace. So it's not just a matter of going out there and picking the bandits. It's going to be a collaborative effort.
Well, Mr. Adesina, last night on the news at 10, Senator Ndume said, well, the military, they're poorly funded, they're not well equipped, so they can't perform when they don't have the machinery, the wherewithal to do that, and that some funds has only just been released to them. I don't think it's even up to 60%. Maybe I think it's at about 40–50% of funds or thereabout. So how is it that at this point, in spite of all the funds allocated by the National Assembly, approved by Senate, funds are just being released and then they are not well equipped? Because he's chairman of the Senate Committee on the Army.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, there is a difference between funds allocation and funds release. We hear when funds are allocated, but between the point of allocation and the point of release, you can have another full quarter or even 6 months. So, and that often is a question of paucity of funds. If the funds are not enough to go around all the vital sectors in the country, you have to apportion. But I agree with you that the defense sector could use more funds. But if you now compare what used to be with what is now, I think there is a great improvement in terms of funding the military. They may not have arrived at where they want to get yet, but there's a lot of improvement. Senator Fadahunsi, who incidentally is my own senator representing my senatorial district, spoke about auditing the military, just as NDDC is being audited. He seems to have forgotten that audit, particularly audit of military procurement, and it was done. It lasted over several months, and many senior officers were indicted, and they were forced to return some of the funds, and some are still on trial. So an audit has been done, and funding has improved, but we may not have got to where we want to be.